books, and courses. Dr. Maxwell Maltz was a plastic surgeon in the 1950s.
Dr. Maxwell Maltz was a plastic surgeon in the 1950s
When he began noticing a strange pattern among his patients.
when he began noticing a strange pattern among his patients.
For example, in a nose job,
For example, in a nose job,
he saw that the patient took exactly 21 days.
he, he saw that the patient took exactly 21 days
That the patient took exactly 21 days to get used to start seeing his or her new nose.
to get used to start seeing his or her new nose.
Used to start seeing his or her new nose. He also noticed that if a patient had an arm or leg amputated,
He also noticed that is a patient had an arm or leg amputated.
arm or leg amputated, the patient would acknowledge the feeling of their new limb
The patient would acknowledge the feeling of their new limb
for exactly 21 days
for exactly 21 days
before starting to get used
before started to get used
to their new condition.
with their new condition.
Dr. Maltz published his theory
Dr. Maltz published his theory
in a book that went very famous in that era
in a book that went very famous in the era
and sold over 30 million copies.
and sold over 30 million copies.
And here,
And
the
here
conflict started brewing.
the conflict started brewing.
And it made sense why people were starting to believe his theory.
And it makes sense why people were starting to believe his theory.
Were starting to believe his theory. Why?
Why?
Number one,
Number one,
the number 21
the
is
number 21
considered a short period of time,
is considered a short period of time,
and that's also considered a source of temptation.
and that's also considered a sort of temptation,
Temptation, which means something you can do.
which means something you can do.
Number two,
Number
the
2,
number 21 is also long enough to be believable.
the number 21 is also long enough to be believable.
Long enough to be believable. A difficult challenge,
A difficult
but
challenge,
not impossible.
but not
I
impossible.
mean, who wouldn't love to change their whole life within just
I mean, who wouldn't love to change their whole life
wouldn't love to change their whole life within just
within
21
just
days?
21
Wouldn't
days?
you love to start waking up early in the morning every day?
Who